Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Coding Stars and Geniuses. So today we are going to see Fibonacci series. So what is the Fibonacci series? How the series is derived. We'll do a basic pseudo coding of this Fibonacci series, and finally we will do coding and execution in the program, basic program, to see the results. Okay. So what is Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is a pattern of numbers where each number is the result of addition of the previous two consecutive numbers. So this is the definition of Fibonacci series. Okay, it also suggests that first two numbers starts with 0 and 1. Okay, so let's see how the subsequent numbers are getting derived. So let me switch on my editor. So if you see, like my first number is 0 1, okay, and what the series definition says, we should be adding the these two numbers to derive the next number. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, now it's what it again says, that the pattern of numbers where each number is a result of the addition of the previous two consecutive numbers. So now for this number, the previous consecutive number is 1. So 1 plus 1 is, the next number will be 2. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 8 plus 13 is 21. 13 plus 21 is 34 and 55. Okay, that is 21 plus 34. So this makes almost 10 numbers. Okay, so we will see how to generate these series of numbers through code. Okay, so we will do a sort of pseudo coding of this Fibonacci series. So pseudo coding is we'll make out a plan. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind pseudo coding. What we are going to do in the coding, and then the set of instructions that we need to give in the coding. Okay, when I say coding, it could be from any language, but we are going to focus on GW basic. So that is where we started with in our previous lecture. For those who have missed a previous lecture, please watch my previous video, wherein I would have shown how to install the software and getting started. Okay, so post pseudo coding of this Fibonacci series, you will see coding and execution in GW basic. Okay, so let's start with pseudo coding. So what we need, okay, so we know that this is going to be my series, right? 0 1 1 2 3 5 and so on and so forth, right? So pseudo coding is, first of all, we need to define a number. Basically in any program we have variables. Okay, variables are nothing but it is a storage area. Okay, so we can store numbers in any of the variables. So let's say that I want to have a equals to 0, now b equals to 1. Okay, now this is my third number. My third number to generate, I need to say a plus b. So this will get me, I'll put that in bracket, this will get me 0 plus 1, which is nothing but 1. Okay, now this, suppose say that I want a series of 10 numbers, we need to loop around. Okay, suppose say that I want start of loop. say I'll put some conditions where I need only 10 numbers in series. Okay, now, or rather, like this exactly has to come here. Okay, because I already have first two numbers. This is my third number. Suppose say that I want only the first three numbers, we can stop at that point. Okay, after getting that number, we need to interchange the numbers. Okay, because that's how we actually did. If you look at this series, we need to, if A is 0, B is 1, this is C. Okay, now this has to become A, this has to become B to get our C. So we need to interchange A. So this is happening inside the loop. A equals to, we have to say B, and B equals to C. And finally, again, end of loop. This is end of loop. Okay, so I go to my next loop. The C adds A plus B and it generates the next number. So this is basically how we have to do the pseudo coding. Okay, so if we add a counter, okay, if we add a counter, it will we can control this looping. Okay, with that with a condition saying that if my counter is less than 10 numbers, then stop the looping. Okay, and also like wherever you want to put the printing so that the number gets displayed on the screen, right? Okay, so this is basically the pseudo coding of Fibonacci series. Now let's get to jump start with coding and its execution in GW Basic. So this is going to be a live demo. Sorry for the delay. So this is what I was talking about. Like we already installed the GW Basic in our system, and yeah, this is the folder where it has that software. So this PC Basic is the application. So you need to click on that to run the GW Basic application in the Windows system. Okay, so you can see the software is running. These are all the function keys. So as and when we code, we will also learn few of the statements and commands. Okay, so it will actually help your journey with coding. Okay, so predominantly we are seeing basic language, but the same concepts you can apply to any of the programming languages. Okay, so let's get started with coding. So what we need is line numbers. So basic program, we in our previous lecture we saw that it starts with a line number. So let's say 10, or first we'll say clear screen. Then I say 10. I'll say print Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series. Okay, 20. I'll say I already told you, right? You'll say A equals to 0, 30, B equals to 1. So these are my first two numbers. 40th one, I say C equals to A plus B. Okay, now it's time to print out all these numbers. print A, B and C. Okay, now one important point that to be noted is you need to put a semicolon here. Okay, so when the machine sees the next print statement, it will try to continue in the same line, otherwise it will go to the next line. Okay, so let's see, let's try running this program and see what is the output. So we have printed Fibonacci series. It has put 0, 1 and 1. Okay, the first three numbers we have got. Now let's say that we want a series of 10 numbers. Okay, so that was function F2 to run the program. Now let's use function F1. Yes, so we got the program from the memory onto the screen once again. So that's the function of list. So let's say the next line number is 60. I want to do a counter, right? The counter, it has to start with 3 because I already have my 3 numbers on the screen. 70. Now let's say looping. Okay, there are several types of looping in basic language. We will choose while when looping. Okay, while and it should be followed by a condition. Okay, so the condition is while counter is less than or equal to, suppose say that 10 numbers. Okay, 80. I will indent a bit so that whatever comes inside the loop, it will be, I mean, appearance wise it looks good. Okay, so I will say A equals to B, because we need to interchange the numbers now. 90, B equals to C, and again we need to print out the numbers. So now pseudo code, we saw that somewhere we have to add the numbers once again, right? The another best way is to put this inside the loop, but let's go ahead with whatever we have. C equals to A plus B. B and 0, print C. I have printed my next number in the series. It has to be 120. I have to increment my counter. Counter equals to counter plus 1, 30. And basically that's about that's what goes inside the looping. So I'll say wend 140, and that's it, right? I mean, if this program works, it should work, right? So let's say end. I will try to clear the screen. Again press F1 to list the entire program, whatever I have written. Press enter. There you go, like I have the entire program listed on the screen. So I have my first 3 numbers printed here, ABC, and I'm setting my counter as 3 because I have already printed 3 numbers. Now I'm doing a looping just to check. I want only up to the first 10 numbers in the series. So after printing the third number, I have to interchange the numbers. So A equal to B, B equal to C, again C is equal to A plus B. Okay, I'm printing out the next number. So that is that value is stored in C. Okay, and I'm incrementing the counter. This is my 4th number, so this will automatically increment the counter. and it will go, this loop will go on till the counter becomes equals to 10. So the how the while loop works is, while the condition is true, it will keep on looping. Okay, while the condition becomes false, it will come out of the loop. So at that point it will come out and it will execute the 140th line, which is end. That will end the program. So let's say let's see, try running this program and see what is the output. I'll press F2, which is run, and there you go. Fibonacci series is printed the way we wanted it, right? So everything is in the same line. That's because we have put the semicolon. And let's see if the series is correct. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 13, 8 plus 13 is 21, 13 plus 21 is 34, 21 plus 34 is 55. So okay, so what happens is it is also printing the 11th number. So if you see, like, there is a 11th number, like this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Why the 11th number is printing? We will just have a quick look at the looping. So when my counter becomes 10, okay, that is after printing the 10th number, which is 34, the counter gets added to 1. Okay, at that point, okay, this is printing the 34th number, only then it is incrementing the counter. Okay, so I'm printing out the 34th number, the counter becomes 10, it goes to the checking if 10 is less than or equal to 10. So the condition is still true. At that point, it again prints the next number, which is 55. The counter gets incremented to 11, and it ends the program there. So that is how the 11th number also gets printed. Okay, so let's clear the screen. I'll run the program once again. There you go, the program is run. Then another how to we will also quickly see an important command, which is to save the program whatever you are writing in GW Basic. The command is save followed by a folder path and the file name. So we will straight away give the file name Fibonacci. Okay, and it has saved the file to the folder path. So whenever you can go ahead and end the session, open a new GW Basic. At that point you can say load Fibonacci. So what it does is it will load this it will load this program onto the computer's memory, and when you try to list, it will list out whatever is there in the memory. Sorry about that. And you can execute that program whatever is there in the memory. Okay, so that's all, folks. I hope today's session was useful for you. So I'll come back with another good video. Hope you like this video. Till then,